Hey y'all, I'm Kasey.
And I'm MG, and this is Soul Tide.
We are two platonic soulmates sharing our thoughts and feelings on friendship, social issues, and healing in today's America.
With a focus on queer existence in the evangelical South and answering the philosophical questions that come with it.
Hey y'all, welcome to the pod.
What's up, everybody?
MG and I have had exciting days.
It has been a day, hasn't it? It's been a good 24 hours.
Yeah. We have some topics today.
Indeed.
And I didn't know what I was wanting to talk about until something happened today, and MG has no idea what it is.
No idea. I'm very interested. I was teased earlier, and I've been made to wait, so I'll find you guys find out.
Yeah, so we haven't been using cameras, or I mean MG hasn't been using the camera on Zoom, and I was like, I need you to turn on your camera for this so I can look at your face, because I was like, I might just wait until Thursday when I see you.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't think
You can't wait.
I don't think I can wait. I can definitely give you an update on Thursday. But I'll probably just end up telling you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God. I have no idea who it's about, like what it's about. Okay. Am I gonna be angry?
No.
No. Okay. All right. God, the silence is terrifying.
Well, I have to get some messages up. So I got a message today.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. The face making you guys is crazy. It's like half maniacal, half like I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't even know.
So, okay, I want to tell you my reaction to this when I first read it, but before I read it to you, my reaction is I only read the first sentence.
Oh
And
no.
I literally was on the couch and I got up and then I immediately crouched down to the fetal position because I was like, I can't process right now. And I was like, not in like fetal position of like rock, but like I like bent down and I was just like on the floor, like just like, oh my God, like what the fuck? And I was like, Grant, listen to this. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, I have to call my mom. And so
And you made me wait out of okay, fine, whatever.
because I thought my mom already knew. So you'll see. You'll understand when I read it.
Okay.
So I got a message from someone who I consider to be my family, who is a lawyer. You know who I'm talking about?
Right, yeah.
Okay. So this person messaged me and said, I'm prosecuting your father tomorrow. And she has gotten up and I asked you to get on the camera so I could see your face. Come back here.
For what?
So I
Oh my God.
right. So I'm sitting here processing and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like, it must be serious because this person is messaging me. And this person has known my father for 40 years.
Yeah.
A long time, 40 plus years. I don't know. This person was at my birth. Like they're in the hospital.
Right.
And so and this person has got my biological father out of stuff in the past and everything. But nope, he's prosecuting my father tomorrow. So I was like, wow, it must be serious since he's messaging me about it.
So he's prosecuting him in what, like a civil court case or?
I don't know. I guess so. I don't know what the terms are. You'll probably figure it out when I tell you.
Okay.
And then he said, I won't give him any photos of you because you asked me not to. I'm sure he'll be pissed. Just wanting you to warn you in case he decides to contact you. So this person had run into my father maybe a month ago.
Yeah, I would say.
And my biological dad was like, hey, do you have photos of Kasey? And her son and whatever, can you get me photos? So this person reached out and asked me if that was okay, and I said absolutely not. He already has photos of me and my baby he's never met before on his Facebook. And so I said, what for?
Yeah.
Where and what time? Because me, bitch, I was like, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna go.
Want me to go? If it's open for it, would you like me to go?
I was like, I want to go, and I want him to see me sitting there as he gets put in handcuffs. However, it might not end up him going to jail, of course. And so I'm like, well, fuck, why did you even tell me?
Yeah.
Like, why did you reach out to me? You got me all excited.
I thought he would be behind bars.
Oh my God. I literally, so this isn't anything new either. It's 2 counts of battery. Nothing
Okay.
new. Nothing new. I've literally grown up watching him fight. And I just remembered something the other day where I was like, I literally watched my dad and my brother almost fight each other outside of the church. We're in the church, literally in front of the doors. And I was like, please don't fight.
I'm so sorry. That's not funny. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Battery against whom?
I don't know. I mean, he told me his name, but I don't know who it is.
Okay. Wait, say who it is.
So I don't know who this person is. I tried looking them up on Facebook. First person that popped up was a black guy. And I was like,
Well,
that would
make
make sense. But the only people I've ever seen him fight physically have been white people. So I'm not sure. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if it has been a friend that he has been hanging out with and there happened to be a disagreement and they got physical, because that has always happened with so many people.
right.
And so, but it is tomorrow at 8:30
a.m.
So yeah. And I said, is it open to the public? Will he be going to jail?
Yeah.
And he said, I doubt he will get jail, but he might. It is open to the public. It's just as likely they are both drunks and the victim won't show. So if the victim does show up, I guess he could get sentenced, or like, punishment could be harder, whatever the legal terms are, right? So like if he doesn't show up, he could basically just be like, okay, you have to pay this fine, or he might have to be on something. I don't know. Nothing serious. Not behind bars like he deserves.
Right. What's your
I
dad?
literally said, too bad.
Oh no. Okay. God damn. It's just felony after felony. Okay.
My father?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. At least David.
Felonies? Shouldn't he be behind bars?
I don't know.
For
I can.
what? Can
I
you
don't know.
send me? I can never find or look at. Here, hold on. Let me go put sugar in my tea. I can never find what you're on. I can never find this information. Hold on. Let me go.
You know who taught me how to get on it. But I'm not seeing anything. It must be a case that hasn't. Oh wait, you said what's his name?
Hey, hold on. I can't hear you. I have to walk to the kitchen.
Okay.
Does it have the birth date next to him? Because that would be able to narrow it down.
Right.
Which there was another, but he died years ago because a lot of people mistook him as my father, and they thought my father died. I was like, no, actually not.
He is still with us.
Somehow, I don't know how.
I'm trying to find that information. Usually, well, I mean, it says
Yeah.
So I would assume that is him.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Drinking in public. Yeah, in 2016. Most of his felonies have somehow gotten dismissed, or he's been judged as not guilty.
I'm telling you, I don't know how.
Because this is 3 felonies, one in 2009, one in 2011, and one in 2019, and it doesn't look like he's been convicted of any. Unless
So the felony in 2019, I'm pretty sure was the time he pointed a gun at a black lady, which was his downstairs neighbor. I'm pretty sure because it was a big trial, and who was it? Buddy, I think, was his representative, the one who was in the sex trafficking shit.
Oh, it's not Buddy. It's
like something like that, right? Bo
yeah.
or
Yeah. Hey Lori, who's the rapist guy that you used to hang out with? The lawyer. Yes, he gave me an uncomfortable hug not too long ago.
After this? After all the shit? Why did you hug him?
I didn't know who he was. He came up and hugged Lori, and he was like, "Oh my God, it's you!" And I said, "Who the fuck was that?" And nobody sat with him at the funeral, and I was like, "And that's
shit.
all of these are battery, or all of these are second-degree battery felonies, and he's not been convicted of any. They've all been dismissed or like whatever."
So the last one was dismissed with bully because they were able to keep pushing it, and then the statute of limitation passed.
Damn, what a dick.
Like over a year. I don't know what it is, but it was definitely over a year, and they just like dismissed it, and they were able to do that. So I don't know. And I think that was also this. They were able to do it because of COVID too.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I have all the information, girl.
And I can't see any of it. I have no idea. But yeah, I
has multiple open cases in traffic court. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases open in traffic court.
What does that mean?
That probably just means he's still paying on the fines from all of those charges.
From like speeding or something?
Like, let's look at this one. This one is from 2023. And what is that? Criminal mischief in the first degree. Failure to appear.
I'm gonna let the dachshund.
And then some sort of like damage caused in something. Give me his date of birth. I didn't realize I could type that in right here.
So I do have more to the story.
Oh God. Okay. I got distracted.
Yes. I've always known my biological father has gotten away with so much shit. How? I don't know.
So that's either not his birthday or...
Okay, try... It's 60 something. It's 63, 62, or 64.
You're like, it's either 60, 70. Okay, yeah, all of those cases were his. Okay, there are 14.
What's the year?
14 cases. 62.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've always thought it was 63.
Yeah, 1988, interestingly.
Huh?
So, they go back to 1988.
The year my sister was born.
What were you doing in 1988?
And that's where it all begun.
Reckless driving in the first degree. He got acquitted. So, not sure why. And then there's one in 95. That's right before... 2 in 95. It's right before you. Look at you. Look at him go. He is just driving while intoxicated. Okay.
Normal.
He got
did that with me all the time.
Oh God. Okay. So I'm confused. Has he done jail time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not like prison. He's only been in for like, God, maybe a week.
Really? This says like 3 months.
I don't remember that.
That's
me, like
95.
Oh, okay, well that would make sense.
Yeah, that's before. That would be before you. Anyway, I can send you all this information. Tell me
yes, please. Yes.
of the situation?
So to follow up on him just like getting away with shit, I think he just, I mean, people are fucking corrupt. I think he knows someone.
Yeah.
And or he has something on someone. Um, I know this person who messaged me has gotten him out of some things. I don't know how many things, but I just think there's something there. I don't know. I really don't know.
And they're all different judges that he's gone before, so I don't think it's a
Yeah.
judge unless it's a judge that's just being like, oh hey, if this guy comes up.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
him.
I really don't know. Or like if because who messaged me is a lawyer and he also is a judge in some cases. He's judged sometimes, yeah. I don't
Okay.
know where. I'm not sure. I just know he has in the past, so I'm not really sure how all that works. But so
That's
unless he has personally like said something, I don't know. But anyway, so the rest of
yeah.
the story, okay? Now buckle up because I feel like your reaction for this one is just gonna get better. So
Okay.
so when this person saw my father at the courthouse and he didn't recognize him at first, my father actually was like, hey, and then he realized who he was because I'm pretty sure he's gained some weight maybe, and he has a beard too, and he's never had a beard like he has now.
Yeah, it's giving
Probably
very
to hide that freaking swollen face from all the alcohol.
God damn, I was gonna just go with the given the white supremacist proud boy look, but yeah.
Oh no, he's just swollen from like his fucking liver not functioning. I don't know
Yeah,
how
no,
he's still alive.
I meant the beard. The
Yeah,
racists all have that beard
yeah,
eventually.
yeah. I think he's hiding his swollen face with the
That-
beard, is why he's like growing it out. Because it was bad.
yeah.
So, um, so the reason he was at the court, and so I called my mother with this information, right? And I went, Mom, do you are you withholding some information from me? And she
Uh-oh.
was like, What? And I was like, About this person? And she was like, No. And then she told me why my father was at the courthouse in the first place, which she never told me.
Okay.
He was there trying to let the court know that he was okay enough. I'm trying to figure out how I want to word it. I don't know how I can word it. That he's okay enough to get all of his 27 guns back because he got them taken away because he called them and said he was going to like kill himself. And so they did a psych evaluation or whatever. So they took all 27 guns away. So he had to go up to the courthouse and be like, hey, I'm not going to shoot myself. You can give me my guns back.
Did they give them to him?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's who we want to have 27 guns.
And I knew
27
he
is a
had a
great number.
lot. I've seen them.
Right.
He literally would like cut holes in the drywall and then like put something over them and hide the guns. And then he would like put a picture over it so you couldn't see the hole in the wall where he would hide his guns and ammunition.
Okay. Yeah.
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 So, and then she told me that he called her on my birthday.
He called your mother?
On my birthday. She was like, of course I knew what he was calling about, and also I just didn't want to answer him, but why are you going to call me on Casey's birthday, but you're also not going to call on Nicole's birthday as well?
He's like, because I hate that bitch.
Yeah, he does. He says that she's not his child.
Whose would she be?
I don't know. He swears it.
It was during that 3 months when he was.
Well, the timing's a little off, just a little.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yep.
So what? She just obviously like blocked it or like didn't answer.
Yeah, she didn't answer, but she didn't tell me that
That,
until we were on the phone.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess she protect you from it.
Yeah. And like, there's no reason. He's just calling to, I don't know. And she was like, something about him contacting me, and she was like, well, in his mind, he is contacting you, and that's how he's gonna say it, is because he's contacting you through other people. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, but I don't. I told her, I was like, I want to go for the tea. I want to go for the drama. But
Oh my God.
once I was told that he probably wouldn't get jail time, I was like, well, fuck, there's no point in going.
Yeah, come on.
I want it to be very dramatic. I want to sit there. I want to wear a veil. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. You're like, I've already ordered your funeral outfit just in case. I will be wearing that.
Yeah. Go there and like stare him in the eyes.
Yeah.
And then watch him get handcuffed and be like,
this is fucking insane. I never would have guessed that it was anything to do with that man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Stop people. What's wrong with you? Like, you've been doing it since 1988. That's crazy.
Well, before that, I think that's just when he got caught.
Yeah, you've been caught hitting people since 1988. It's crazy.
So I was sitting there trying to process all of this, and like I was like, this is before I knew he was like possibly not gonna get any jail time, because in my mind, in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna go to jail. Like, how long is he gonna go to jail? And so in my head, I was like trying to process. I'm like, how do I want to go about this?
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I could pretend like none of it happened, pretend like I don't know anything. I could go to the court, watch it happen, let him see me, and then like him know that I was there.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, but it doesn't matter because he's probably not getting jail time, and it can't be all dramatic like I wanted it to be.
God damn it.
I know.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was literally planning. I was like, okay, we're gonna go to Memphis tonight. I'm gonna get ready in the morning. Grant's off work tomorrow, thank goodness, because he needs to be. He can stay with Monty. I'm gonna go to the court, be very dramatic.
Jesus Christ. Wow. That's fucking crazy, dude. So I mean, is the trial tomorrow, or is he getting sentenced tomorrow?
I think that what I don't know. He just said he was prosecuting him tomorrow. So whatever that means.
Okay. Well. So I mean, technically, like he could still get jail time depending, but
Yeah, for sure. So the sentencing that I saw was like up to 3 months for this. But I mean, given his past, he could, but
and bro keeps getting acquitted for
yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
A record of not going to jail for hitting people. It's crazy. Insane. How are you feeling about it now?
I'm fine. You know, I don't know. He's done this shit to himself, you know, like, and you know, not to put blame on the victim or like victim blame or anything, but he's done it to himself.
Yeah.
Literally, like he's pushed all of us away. He's just hateful. He's disgusting.
Oh yeah, that man's not a victim.
No, I know, but in his mind, he is.
Oh, well, of course.
And for me to be like, oh, he did it to himself, of like people saying, oh, this person did it to themselves, and then they're like victim blaming. So like, yeah, he literally just doesn't want to change, and he never has changed, and there's nothing I can do. I've done what I can do. So, I mean, I'm at peace with my decision. It sucks that he has to live the way he's living. Because I don't think anybody should live that way, of like whatever fucking mental state that is. But
bad.
You know, it's maybe he'll have another go around and the next one will be better. The next lifetime.
Next lifetime. I thought you were like, you know, maybe he'll get in another fight and the other guy will win, you know. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't get to go make a dramatic like reveal.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
how.
that's the most devastating thing of this whole thing.
Sorry you're disappointed. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah.
So the segue was that he's an awful person. He's a Trump supporter. He I don't know where he stands on the LGBTQ. His sister was gay, and he's never really like said anything. Like, he's been gross about it, but he's never said anything that's been like against it, like LGBTQ community, that I can remember.
I'm remembering he did say something.
Okay, what'd he say?
I can't remember, but I
Okay.
feel like you go, yeah, he's an ally. So shut up.
No, I just like he was definitely gross about the topic of like just saying like gross men things about women fucking, like
that might have been what it was, because I remember being at his apartment or something, and he said something, and I was like, okay,
yeah. No, he always made like gross jokes in quotes to me about when he knew my friends were gay or or whatever. So, but he was never saying anything about being against it. He also made gay jokes with his friends, and I was like, can y'all not? In this instance, I'm not an ally.
Yeah, actually, faggot. The title of the episode, My Father the Faggot. And it could be about either one of us.
We get sued for defamation or some shit.
Wow. Well, that was unexpected tea. You wowed me with that tea. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. 3 months. We're hoping.
Oh my, yeah. The only thing I feel bad for is that he has a dog.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm assuming he still has him. It's the puppy from the one he had with KK.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so I'm not sure where that dog is. Yeah, so that's the only thing where I'm like, where's the dog?
Yeah. Surely somebody could take it. I mean,
I don't know.
if he hasn't pushed like every single person away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's crazy.
Indeed.
I don't know what to say besides that's crazy. I'm just
okay, that's fine. It is crazy. I don't know what to say either. I was just like, this is a wild morning I had.
Jesus.
So yeah, and I have this guitar over here that he gave me, guitar case just full of shit from my childhood that he gave my mother to give to me, and I haven't opened it since.
When did that happen?
It was when I moved back to Memphis.
Oh shit.
It was when he and I stopped talking to each other. It's when all the shit went down, and he just put all this shit in the guitar case. And I looked at stuff when I first got it, but it's just been sitting there ever since. I haven't opened it since.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what's in there, but
you just light it on fire.
No, yeah, literally.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow, my condolences.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we are entering a heavier topic.
Yeah. I'm like, and I don't want to do it anymore. No.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, we could have some chit chat. Warm it up first. Warm it up.
We just had a whole like 45 minutes.
Yeah, even that somehow. But I was gonna say warming up. I just saw a house burn down, but everyone's okay.
Yes.
So.
Yes. MG stopped on the side of the road because they were like, "Oh, that's a bonfire." Nope, that's a house.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit." Okay.
But yeah, everyone's good. They got out, thankfully.
Yeah.
Wild. You have crazy stories all the time. I don't know how. I'm just shit just happens. I don't know. And
I-
like and you have proof for this one. You sent me videos.
Yeah, man.
Anytime you tell me something, I'm like, send me proof where it didn't happen. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Hey. Something really terrible is happening to me. I'm like, hold on, I don't believe it. I'm like, call me a tranny again. Do it.
Oh God. You just like, actually, I need you to stay here for an hour and a half so my friend can get here.
Yeah, actually, can you stay put? No reason. No reason at all. But yeah, no, I was just driving around after work, headed home, and I was like, that smoke is. Well, I was like, those clouds are really low. That's strange. And then I was like, oh, you're stupid. That's fire. But I rolled the window down and it was just silent, and so like just the sound of a house burning down, which I've never heard before. And so I was like, well, that's probably not good. Like, I feel like I should hear sirens by now, because it was blazing. I mean, it was like coming over the trees, and I was like, holy shit. So I tried to get to the neighborhood because I didn't know how to tell like the fire or like 911 like where they were, because it was a weird road. But then there was a train, as there always is a motherfucking train where we are from. It was the third train tonight that's gotten in my way.
Yeah, I don't miss that at all.
No, and I'm like, why do you do them at specific times when people are doing shit? But anyway, when people's houses are burning down, why are you running trains? Eventually, and I say eventually, it probably took like 2 minutes, but I was like, people are dying. So I thought it was like 6 years that it lasted. But no, the firefighters did get there, and they did get on the roof with chainsaws and vent the roof so the house wouldn't blow up. And I was very excited. And so now I'm like, now I'll probably like a small boy, I'll go to like the firehouse and be like, can I get one of the hats, please? So I can just wear it around the house and be like, meh,
You're like, I need the hat. I need the whole suit.
Yeah. I'm like, could you, number one, do you have it in extra large? Number two, can I just take it? And I did really enjoy the fire museum as a child. I told Lori the other day, I was like, one place I cannot wait to take Monty when he gets old enough. And she was like, the Fire and Safety Museum. And I was like, how did you know? Loved going down that pole. And I was like, well.
He starts spinning on it.
Yeah. I was like, I was destined for the pole one way or another. And I have the body of a firefighter more than a So, but anyway, speaking of my body, it's a trans body, and trans people. I didn't know how to transition from a house fire.
I mean, you went in, you did it. You did that.
Oh my god, I have fever. I'm just delirious.
They're gonna clip that and be like, "Oh, they're just delirious."
Yeah,
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Fox News is gonna get it and be like, they have fever. All trans people have fever.
They're all delirious with fever. That's what's wrong this whole time.
They have transgender fever. It's the new trend. Gen Z. Anyway, but no, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess, how my brain has kind of turned off for the last like month and a half pretty much since the election, honestly, but specifically since the inauguration. My brain, I just kind of dissociated. Obviously, I've kept up with stuff, but I'll like take in information and then just get so overwhelmed by it that I'm like, yeah, cool. And then it just shuts down because it's just like way too much. Because I mean, not even just including my community, just like so many other communities are being affected, and so many things are going wrong, and we're slipping very quickly into fascism, and it's fine, it's whatever. I learned something that kind of like roused me from my dissociation that now has sent me into just I feel like mourning is a good word for it. Just I'm like mourning for my community, and I'm like sick to my stomach about it. And that's good. And then that fills me with like rage, I guess. Not even like hatred, but just like rage at, you know, people that we know, people in general that have, you know, brought about this fucking authoritarian regime that for some reason hates trans people and people of color. Anyone who's not a white, straight Christian male, basically. But so the Trump administration is trying to make it to where all trans women in prison are housed in male prisons from here on out, and pulling any trans women that are in female prisons into male prisons now. And that's horrible enough, right? Because I can't even imagine. Because just when you think of cops and trans people, things never go well. You know, my own very brief experiences with police officers have been really shitty.
Which I know too, and you're telling, and I'll fuck them both up. They're family. They're literally family.
Yeah.
I will. I swear to God, I'll fuck them up.
By the way, to clarify, it sounds like she's saying those were the people that fucked with me. No, she's just
No,
saying.
I'm just saying if they ever do. That's why I sent you their photos.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, FYI, you know me, they know me. Let them know, fuck them up.
hey, I'm just like, I'm getting hit in the face. I'm like, hey, I know Kasey. And they're like, what?
I swear to give me a fucking reason, I swear.
You know, because the last time I got pulled over, I was scared fucking shitless because I still had an X on my driver's license when it was still legal to be non-binary, or federally, I guess now it's illegal. That's crazy. You know, I was uncomfy, for sure. And something about, well, at the end of the day, it's that patriarchy hates femininity. And so with me, it's like they hate me for still being slightly feminine, and then they hate me for thinking that I can dare to assume masculinity, right? They're like, that's not for you, stupid. So that causes an issue. And then especially for trans women, it's like they see them as men being feminine, and so like that's the thing that they hate the most is femininity. And it's like, what, one of us being like a lady? Absolutely not. So with cops, it's bad enough. Like I was scared to ask for like a female police officer to come like search me instead of them doing it, because it's like fucking midnight or something, 1 o'clock in the morning on like an empty street. And so I'm like, yeah, I would rather, you know, a lady, if we can, if that's not too much trouble. But I didn't even get the chance to ask. I was literally about to ask, and then he was like, you don't want a lady here, do ya, to search you? And I was like, no. Like, I guess not. Whatever.
I'm just like gaslighting the fuck out of you.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah. I mean, they were making fun of me and like switching pronouns back and forth and whatever, and then, you know, just like very, very rough with me. And I was like, whatever. And I processed that really quickly for some reason. I don't know. I just came home and cried for like 20 minutes, and then I just like haven't really thought about it since, because I just don't have the time to process. But that very brief like hour that I interacted with police was not fun at all for me. So the idea of trans women being trapped in prisons with men, not only COs, but, you know, fellow inmates, is absolutely atrocious to me, because we know what happens. And a creator that I follow on TikTok, her name's Kay. I don't know if you saw my repost about it, about V coding. Have you heard of that before? What a fun treat we're going to go on. you'll have to put a major fucking trigger warning on this. Like, I don't know if you do that. Have you ever put like trigger warning in the description
Not in
before?
the yeah, in the description, yeah.
Yeah, I would say put trigger warning in the description. But so basically let me make sure I get it right because I have it pulled up. This creator that I really like pointed this out to me. She's a trans woman, and or I mean, just made a post about it. But this is an article where she got her information, which is like the Indiana Journal of Law and Social Equality, from Indiana University, where basically in prisons, when a trans woman is in a male prison, what will happen is they obviously are just ripe for sexual assault from anyone, just like, randomly. But V coding is a term used by correctional officers where when there's a particularly violent inmate or group of inmates or a specific gang has been acting up, they will take the trans woman and put her in that pod so that they can take out their sexual frustration on this trans woman. And it literally has a name because it happens so often. And that was one of the biggest reasons why legislation was passed to help trans women be put in female prisons, because obviously then that doesn't happen. But so either that happens to them or they get put in solitary confinement for their own protection. But I mean, statistically, and we know through like research that solitary confinement is horrible for anybody and has like terrible repercussions on your mental health, but it also opens them up to be abused more as well because they're alone and like there are no like witnesses to shit that happens. But I learned about V coding for the first time, and the fact that this legislation, which will probably be passed, literally makes me sick to my fucking stomach. And I'm just like thinking, I'm not gonna cry though, but I'm just like thinking about my trans sisters going through that for what? For what? Like, what have trans people fucking done to you to the point that you think that's what they deserve? And then, of course, it's under the guise of we have to protect women. We have to protect biological women from these trans women in prisons.
And pedophiles.
And pedophiles, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Like, and the thing that they're like citing is usually like consensual sex just between two women. But like I remember a specific person who I'm no longer friends with bringing up something about how, well, a woman could get pregnant if she's in like, prison with a trans woman. And I was like, okay, well, it probably does not happen often at all. And even if it did,
There are
you can get,
female prisoners that have gotten pregnant from the officers.
yes, from being assaulted by the officers and or conjugal visits with their partners. And so I'm like, I don't understand. It's literally just transphobia. And now, that one specific person that I'm thinking about, just go ahead and tell me that you don't see trans women as actual women. Because if you cared about the well-being of women, you would care that you're literally offering up trans women on a platter to be raped constantly for no reason other than your prejudice.
Right.
And it just and I think that's kind of like what jarred me out of my dissociation since the inauguration, because I was like, fuck me, like that. It's rage inducing, but it's also, like I said, literally just makes me sick to my stomach. That and the fact that we're turning fucking Guantanamo Bay into a concentration camp. I'm like, we've so lost the plot, and I'm like, I don't want to leave my house. I'm like, shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you feel about all that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been one fucked up thing after the other. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I like you said, like what the fuck have trans people in the LGBTQ community, what have they done
Yeah.
besides literally just try to be their true selves and to love who they want to love, and they're being punished for being whoever the fuck they want to be, them expressing who they are. So them expressing who they are as a person and loving whoever they want to love, and they're being punished for it.
Yeah.
And that has never made any fucking sense to me. Like even when I was a Christian and heavy in the church, that never made sense to me, of it being like, why would someone be punished for just loving who they are?
Yeah.
Loving who they want to love and just being who they are. At the time I wasn't like as informed on trans people. So I didn't really have an opinion of that. I was just like, okay, I guess, like, I don't know, I guess, sure, like, whatever. Do what?
You were like, so that's not real.
No, well, no, I didn't understand it for sure. And you and I weren't friends at the
Right.
time, so like I didn't have anyone in my life to like help me understand that. I was just like, okay, sure, like do your thing, I guess. Like
Yeah.
whatever, like, but it never made sense to me for someone to be punished and hated so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't fucking know. And it's crazy because you can look back in like 1990 and see Trump with a trans woman. They have a whole video together.
Wait, what video?
I think they were in a mall.
Wait, are you talking about Rudy Giuliani in
I have no
drag?
idea. I have no idea.
Did I send you that video?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, there's a video of literally Rudy Giuliani, who is the mayor of New York, and his lawyer for a long time, where he's in drag. It's not a trans woman, it's just him
Okay.
in drag. Which is crazy. And he like motorboats him while he's, yeah. And I'm like, hello. Yeah. So, I mean, it literally, it actually almost makes it sadder, because the oppression of trans people is just a means to an end, because I don't even think Trump cares.
Right. Yeah, well, that was my point,
Yeah.
is that I don't think that
Yeah.
he cares at all. I don't think he cares about most of the shit he's pushing.
Yeah.
Because he like and he shows it over and over again of him not caring about shit. He's just literally just going through the motion and just giving people what they want. And I feel like some of it too is like he knows it's not going to get pushed through, maybe, but he's still just presenting it because that's what he promised people.
Yeah.
And that's what he's giving people, even though like it might not get pushed through.
Yeah.
Like the thing where it was like declaring everyone female.
Yeah.
Like that one I was like, how do you have a team of people and they fucked up that badly? And to me, I'm just like, y'all just don't care. Y'all don't care enough. And like,
Hired all the science.
right,
So
so they don't care. And like and that's where I'm like, maybe he just like is pushing this shit knowing like it won't get passed,
yeah.
but
Well,
he's just doing it as space.
I mean, he did federally change the description of a man and a woman. So
That we're all female.
yeah, I mean, I think they've gone back and made a correction now. But yes, so I mean, it's just so crazy. It's so fucking crazy. Have you seen, and now AP put this out, and I sounded crazy in my head when I was thinking this, a little like a couple weeks ago or whatever, but I was like, there are a lot of plane crashes happening, and I'm not gonna connect them because I'm not a crazy person. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and so I won't be connecting them. However, I was proven correct when AP put out, and now it's still no connection between them, allegedly, but AP, which is Associated Press, it's a news organization that I trust. They put out an article that said a bunch of like air traffic control employees have been approached by the government and urged to leave their positions and or accept higher positions, with basically the insinuated idea of privatizing air traffic control, or having it completely taken over by government entities. And because he's blaming like DEI for the air traffic control stuff, and or female pilots, I guess. I don't know. Very confusing. I'm like, that bitch was white, but I guess it's just because she was a woman. But anyway, so that leads me to think, I'm like, well, oh shit, if we privatize air traffic control, and which would basically be a money scheme like BlackRock or Lockheed Martin or any of the private military companies that invest into the military industrial complex, right? Where it's basically just like money going back and forth between these companies and the government, making each other rich, would be one aspect of it. But then another aspect of it could be, if you have private companies operating these things, you could get employees to sign NDAs, and then planes could leave with thousands of immigrants and nobody's going to say shit about it. Or you could stop planes of refugees from trying to escape, say trans people trying to leave in mass. Air traffic control could just say, no, your plane can't take off. And I'm like, okay, cool. So like the Handmaid's Tale, like legitimately we're having to like try and fly planes out in the dead of night under the radar. And of course all of that is like, a theory, but it really freaked me out that Associated Press found enough evidence of possible privatization that they felt like they could report on it. And that's just really scary, because I'm like, holy shit. Because we're pissing off every border that we have, fucking, what am my coronas? Kasey.
I saw a post the other day where it was like Elon Musk made a tweet, and there's screenshots of it. He made a tweet like a year ago saying something, and it's all based on him. It's all based on him making money, and saying something. I don't remember the exact tweet, but something about it's gonna have to take getting rid of the DI hires in order for him to make the money he's wanting to make, or not to lose money, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but like, yeah, I mean these other plane crashes don't make, like, the first one didn't make sense. The medical jet didn't make sense. So it's like, what are the connections to those? Like,
yeah.
And then there's the one that caught fire yesterday, that hadn't taken off yet, but the engine caught on fire before they took off. So it's like, what how does I don't know. I'm confused.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you confused by?
I don't know all of it. I'm just confused at like what the point is.
Yeah. Well, I
How,
mean, even if the government like isn't causing those accidents, they're most certainly seizing on the American population's growing distrust of air traffic control.
mm-hmm,
Then also he's blaming DEI, and so
mm-hmm.
he demonize DEI and getting to demonize air traffic control, which they're wanting to privatize, just like they're wanting to privatize the fucking U.S. postal system and
Mm-hmm.
weather service. So, and I mean, that's like how we get, that's how we get out. That's how we pass information to one another. And that's how we get information about the fucking earth and the weather. And so if it's all private, then it's like, that's crazy. It's
Yeah.
it's all private and being run by like the oligarchs, because I mean, like, you literally had fucking Jeff Bezos at the inauguration, and now suddenly we're gonna defund the postal service. And so I'm like, okay, well, who's gonna step in? Amazon. um and that's just like, this is insane. This is insane. Like, literally other countries are protesting for us, which is crazy. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I'm tired. I'm getting fucking whatever fatigue they call it. What?
Me too.
Yeah. We're both just associating. We're both just like, crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I really wish I just wish I could do something.
Yeah.
And like I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk about it. It's what I've been doing, been talking about it, but I feel like so many people, I don't know, as people that I know personally, a lot of them don't pay attention to what's happening
Mm-hmm.
or don't care or don't take it serious or whatever. So I'm not, I don't know. I don't know how to get it. I feel lost. I don't know.
I also feel lost. I also feel lost, and I feel like for a lot of my existence, like as a trans person, like obviously I've always been trans, but like as an out trans person, I've kind of just really not paid attention. Like, obviously the things that have happened to me that like are fucked up because of me being trans are traumatic and everything, but I haven't really been affected, let's say, by like the grand scheme of like hate against my community, because I've just kind of been like, fuck you, like I'm gonna embrace like joy, and joy is like resistance, you know. Which is still true. But that's become hard for me recently, and I'm unfortunately like viscerally aware when I go out in public that a lot of the people I'm around don't like me for no reason, you know, or don't want me to exist, or think that like I'm a predator or something for no reason. And so that sucks, because I'm like, I haven't done anything, and like my community hasn't done anything. And I saw a video of Laverne Cox. You know Laverne Cox? She's a trans woman. She was in Orange is the New Black. Yes, yes. She was giving an interview, and the interviewer asked her about like if younger trans people, or people that have just been on hormones for a while, can be stealth. You know what being stealth is? So being stealth is like you pass enough that like you don't have to come out to people, and you decide to live your life not telling anyone, especially if you've like moved away or something. You just don't talk about it. And she was just like literally weeping, and she was like, yes, if you can be stealth, like be stealth, because we're gonna start getting killed. And I was like, oh, well, that's really bad when one of our like main leaders is like, hey, hide, because it's bad. So yeah, I don't know. This has been a really heavy episode, and unfortunately there hasn't been any solutions offered, because I don't know that there are any at the moment. I think this week I'm gonna work on like finding more maybe resources or organizations or something that I could, I don't know, support or whatever. I mean, I know Out Memphis is um, like an organization that provides a lot of stuff for specifically trans youth in Memphis. So if anybody's listening and wants to donate to Out Memphis, go do that. But other than that, we're living in a really weird time, and it sucks. And that's all I got, I think.
On a positive note, Corinne Fisher is running for mayor.
Who?
The Guys We Fuck podcast host.
Well, we're saved.
She's very huge ally for, and like I align politically with her on like everything.
Nice.
And she's running for mayor. And I was like, I'll move to fucking New York right now.
Oh,
Just
she's
so.
New York? That's where she lives?
Yeah, just so this bitch can be my mayor.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. Love that for her.
Corinne Fisher for president. Next 4 years.
AOC, skip her. We don't need her.
Yep.
We need
Corinne Fisher. She can be scary. Yeah. She so yeah, I'm hoping we can see more people like Corinne running for office. I know it would be like a slow approach, I think. But hopefully people start taking it serious and trying to be like, oh, I need to step in. And I have personally been like, what can I do?
Yeah.
How can I? But I also don't want that responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. But it's like, who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stand up for everyone and be a voice for everyone?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't even know who the mayor is here, or governor, or whoever the fuck. I don't even know. I know it's a white guy, an old white guy.
Of course it is an old white guy.
Yeah. So I'm like, I feel like it won't take much to beat him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I have at least 40 more years on my belt. At least.
Yeah. So I hope more.
I hope so too, but we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see if they make you a handmaid or if they send you to the farms. You never know.
I think as long as I can hide my tattoos, I'll be good.
Yeah. Well, they're long sleeves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you'll be
burn
fine.
this one off of me.
Yeah, and they'll enjoy that, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Me, however, I'll be in the farms.
Poor Martha.
Okay, I don't even know that they'll let me do that, because the kids shouldn't see me. The little Christian children, because they would look up and be like, "Where have your tits gone?"
Right. Well, people have flat tested. Anyways, we have less than a minute, so we'll hop off here. Thank y'all for listening.
Are my last words.
Do what?
I said, "Where have my tits gone?" being my words.
Thank y'all for listening. Sorry this was a heavy topic, and we will catch you on the next one.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.